Well, hey y'all, and welcome back. Tonight I'm cooking supper for the family, and we're gonna make a delicious fried cabbage that's gonna have bacon and sausage and onions and some good seasonings and just all kind of good things up in it. And it's really very simple to make. This is probably one of the easiest recipes you'll ever see on this channel. I've done this in the past, but it's been a long time since I've done it. I'm like, hey, it's time to refresh this video and make it again, because weather's turned off kind of cool here. It was warm, nice, sunny weather. Now it's kind of cold, rainy, dreary. You see I'm in a hoodie, sweatshirt, whatever you call this thing. It looked cool out here. And that's got me in the mood for this fried cabbage. And as you see, when I say it's very simple, very few ingredients are needed to make this delicious fried cabbage. But it's going to be one of the best tasting dishes that I make, because it's just sometimes simple is all you need. You don't need a lot of fancy ingredients sometimes to make a delicious meal. So go on and fire up that Blackstone and get that thing heating up, because your family's waiting on this supper and you don't want to make them wait much longer. Let's start prepping everything up while that griddle heats up. So we need to break out the bowls and the cutting boards, or cutting board, should say. Now this prep is really, really easy. Won't take a whole lot to it. I don't normally show a lot of prep on this channel, and well, maybe that needs to change. But anyhow, let's get down to it. I need to find a knife. Hold on a second. Ha, I have one right here. So let's get off some of these leaves of the cabbage. Now I'm not going to show you every cut I make. I will skip around a little bit, but anyhow, I'm going to show you the basics of prepping for this meal. So once you get your cabbage done, I'm going to go ahead and just cut this stem off of it. Get that out the way. And from here, it's just going to be chopped cabbage. I'm just going to chop this up. However you like your cabbage is completely up to you, because a lot of it's going to cook down, and it makes a lot. There's no doubt it makes a lot. So have you a bowl handy. You see I have a bowl handy here, because you're going to want to transfer a lot of this into that bowl as you're cutting it, because cabbage goes a long way. Bowl of cabbage, cut up. What next? What next? Let's do our onion. I just have one yellow onion here. Now slice the onion however you want. I just kind of like mine like this. Nothing fancy. Don't need no fancy cuts. And we'll break them up. Just see like that right there. Get another bowl and put your onions in there. So now we have our cabbage and our onions. Pretty simple, huh? It don't take long to prep this at all. All right, let's do our sausage, our sausage. This pack here has 6 links. If you want to use more sausage, less sausage, whatever you want, use it. And all I'm going to do is just cut it up like this right here. You can actually dice it up more if you want. However you like your sausage, do it. And that's a good thing about, like, especially like this recipe. If you like more onion, use a lot of onion, more sausage, more bacon, whatever. Customize it to be yours. Get this last one cut up right here. We'll get it in a bowl. And there you go. That's simple. All the sausage is cut up. Now, I know we're doing fried cabbage. Y'all, I got to have bacon in my fried cabbage. I just have to. And I'm using 1 pound of bacon. Why? Bacon. What I'm going to do is, though, is I'm going to go ahead and cut it up into pieces, so it'll cook a little better and I don't have to chop it later. There we go. Everything's prepped. I mean, our sausage, our onions, everything is ready. That simple. Let's go check on that griddle. Well, I'm seeing that white smoke. That only means one thing. It's time to get some groceries up on this griddle. Let's throw down the bacon first. Man, I love to hear that sizzle. Now you notice I didn't break all that bacon up. It will break up as it cooks. You know it's gonna be a good meal when you start off with a big old pile of bacon up on the Blackstone. And so from here, we're gonna keep on cooking this bacon down, getting it all cooked up, and getting that grease out of it, because we need that grease, y'all. Gotta cook in that bacon grease. So there you go. Just cook your bacon up till it's good and crispy or done how you like it, and then we're gonna take it up. This bacon is looking really, really good up on this griddle, y'all. So let's get this off the griddle for right now. Now, you remember I said I want to keep a lot of that grease on here? So we're going to pour off some of this grease because we want to use it here in just a little bit. We'll set this aside for now. But, you know, don't eat all that bacon yet. So now, remember that bacon grease we left on the griddle? We're going to cook that cabbage in it. Let's dump this whole head on here. Grab that whole ball of onion. Put it on there. And all this delicious smoked sausage going on too. Let's get that mixed up real quick. And this is a griddle full right here. We'll spread that out. We need some seasoning. A lot of people use different kind of seasonings in their fried cabbages. I like an Italian seasoning. It really, really gives it a different flavor, but a good zesty tanginess, I guess you call it. And I'm gonna use this Tuscan herb. This is really good. I use this a lot in a lot of recipes. When a fried cabbage, it really brings out a great flavor with all the other flavors you already have going on. And don't be scared to use a good bit of it. Let's get that mixed in and see how it looks. Because I'm one, I like to be able to see my seasoning in my food. If I can't see it, I feel like I can't taste it, if that makes sense. But that's just me. So now what we're going to do, we're going to spread this cabbage out. Just kind of let it cook. That simple, y'all. It's been several minutes. Let's go ahead and give it a stir. That cabbage is starting to soften up and wilt up a little bit like I want. Starting to get a little char on it there, as you see. That's what I'm looking for. Spread it back out. We're going to let it cook some more. Just like that. All right, y'all. I have been just letting this thing cook and just stirring every now and then, and pretty much got it where I want it. I mean, it is looking good. Look at the char and the cabbage that's cooked down here. That is looking good. But we're not done. We're not done. Remember that bacon? Let's get that bacon back in there now. All that delicious bacon. And one more thing, garlic. Now, if you want to use fresh garlic, by all means, use fresh garlic. I have garlic in a jar here, and I'm going to use a big old heaping teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of it. Let's get that mixed in here. Now that's showing up, it's smelling up. I can smell that garlic in here. And once we get all this mixed in really good, this is gonna be so good. We're gonna eat it up. That is looking really good now. It's almost time. Now this is the way fried cabbage is supposed to be. All that cabbage, them onions, that bacon, that sausage, all that seasoning in it. Yeah, man, I think it's ready to take up. So what I'm gonna do is just slide everything over to one side. Grab my handy dandy cutting board. Get it on there. Need a big old plate. Now, I think this plate's gonna be too big for what I have. Maybe not, I don't know. But we're gonna put it on this plate. That's a pile of food. Let's take it over here and check it out. Now, it wasn't that simple. I mean, from prep to finish, here it is on a plate. Still steaming and smelling so good. But I can't take it no more. You know the drill. I got to get my glamour shots, my thumbnails, my reels, all that good stuff. Show you this up close, and then, well, I got to try it out. Give you a close-up look. I mean, look at that tender cabbage, them onions sauteed up, that beautiful charred sausage in there. You know all them good old seasonings in there. You can see the seasoning all in there too. Yeah, buddy. You might not think it looks like much, but it sure is going to taste good. So what'd you think of that? I mean, it's not the most colorful meal. Now, one thing I would like to say right here is, me personally, I like to throw some red and some orange and some yellow, bell peppers in here, or something along them lines. Maybe some serrano peppers or something like that, kind of add a little spice. But the family, I have some members of the family, they're just weird and they don't like bell peppers and all that kind of stuff. So, well, I don't put it in here. So I make it like this, and of course, I'm okay with that because this is good. But speaking of good, let's find out how good. Look at that steam coming out of there, y'all. It's still so hot and so, oh man. Let's see how we did here. Perfect. That is perfect. That was so good. The seasoning, it's not over seasoned. This Tuscan herb, I'm telling you, is the way to go with a dish like this. It has just that right amount of flavor, and just a seasoning of it, and that garlic, man, that garlic hit the spot on this dish. This fried cabbage is delicious. That sausage is good and charred. Them onions and that cabbage is just cooked down so perfectly. This is a great meal. And you can't forget bacon. It's got bacon. I mean, how can you go wrong? It's got bacon. Anyhow, I told you what else I'd put in mine. Let me know what else you put in yours. I'd love to know. You're great at telling me this, and I enjoy reading all the comments. And I do read them, just so you know. I may not answer right away. I get to it eventually, but I do read them. So let me know in the comments down below what you do different with this dish. I would love to know. But with that, I need to get this inside because the family's probably waiting on it right now. And enjoy these 2 videos, and we'll see you next time.